I'm going to try to go slow and just share with you the conditions of each one of these finds. These are by far the biggest, maybe the best points that I found in terms of their size to quality ratio. You're going to see some really unique, spectacular things in the order I found them through the last 4 years. And there's 5 pieces here, but you're going to see there's some quality going on here and some huge size. I mean, way down here in a little fashion is the nickel, the infamous Indian head nickel. These are all big pieces. I mean, this exceeds this about 5 inches right here. Never found anything like it. Found it at opening sands. I was getting hypothermia. It was freezing, and it was just sitting up there, pressed hard under the huge weight of a mega combine when they had just pressed some beans down the row. But it survived the ages. Cycles of industrial farming this thing survived. It's a little bit ticked and banged up there, but this is an incredible flint right here. Just a fantastic piece. You know, I didn't even know what to expect because I was just pretty new at collecting, and I'm like, my gosh, are you going to be finding stuff like this? It's never come around again. Nothing like it, as you know, which pretty much gives me the clear reality of how rare it is, a piece like this. I've never found a piece like this. This is crazy to me. I don't even understand it. Just does not repeat. Mastodon killer, right? Who in the world knows? Anyway, I'll put that right there. It's a fantastic piece. Now, the next piece I did find, in terms of chronological order, if I can get my tongue straight, is this piece. And unbelievably so, even though this is big, this Marl Mountain is feather light. It's feather light. If you could only feel how light this material is, and I went over that some years ago. It is a jet plane. Remember Rob, almost 3 years ago, said that is a fighter jet for sure. Crazy point off the jump off, of which, Rob, you were there. This piece was just sitting there after sweet potatoes have been tilled in, just stark naked, just laying straight there just like that. And that's always nice to find them that way anyway. It's pretty unique because this piece is just completely flat on the backside. Worked over the front edges. Largeness. Good stuff. My biggest and best. Next piece I found was in a new site that I had discovered called the Vulture. This day I found quite a bit. The day I found this blade, this point, if you will, out of rhyolite. Hope the natural light is doing justice. If it was wet, you'd be like, whoa. The bands do come out more and what have you. This is an incredible piece. Site 5E, the Vulture. And if you're a new collector, you're like, man, am I going to be finding stuff like this? And you think about things in terms of plurality, but it's rare. And now when I hear people say, man, that's a lifetime find, find of a lifetime, often it is. You know, I mean, you find other great pieces, as we can see right here, and then they just kept sort of getting added on, like this one, and a couple more to go, and you'll ever find them every once in a while. So that's the virtue of the hobby. Just an incredible piece right here. It was just I was so exhausted that day. I was spent. I was just totally spent. That was a hard day, just out in the heat. I remember how hot it was. Look at this piece from Stone Cap. And this piece, of course, like often, all that I could see was that from way up. And it gave me potential. And I read the rock and said, oh my goodness. And it just turned out to be a fantastic point. It's a strange place, though, this Stone Cap. It's a particularly different kind of site. It doesn't produce like a lot of sites, but it's always pretty faithful to give a couple pieces here or there when the conditions are right. I know it's an ancient Indian site. Some great hammerstones come from this site at Stone Cap. But if it puts out points like this and evidence of it, you're going to return. Look at this point, will you? Just a thing of beauty. My best, I guess you'd call it. Just some great stuff. And then, of course, this piece that came in the beans. Old beans that have been defoliated. Nothing going on except for machine cycle after cycle to get the beans ready. Beans take forever around here to mature. But look at this. My gracious. I went out just by chance to scrape up what I could find after, like I said, the beans were defoliated, and then the leaves rot and biodegrade, and you finally get out there and see some dirt again. Didn't have to. This thing was like the other, stark naked, sitting there. It's on video. A lot of people have gone back, but some people don't really go back in time and check out older videos, so I'll do some of these. Look at that base. Unbelievable. Might have been the beginning of this year that happened. It might have been last year. This just doesn't happen a lot, so might as well put the biggest and the best up there. Take a good close-up of some of this stuff. Staggering, right? Staggering. And as you guys have seen in eastern North Carolina here, we don't have that really cool, smooth flint that they make those great blades and points out in Missouri and what have you. But hey, we're making do, right? And I'm happy about it. That was just proof pudding right there. I was so stunned. Stunning point. All right. Well, right there, that's the biggest and the best I've got. That finds its place down the bottom. I mean, look at how long that spread out is. Almost 5 years ago, found that point. So as we pass time here and just share a little bit of our stuff, I hope you guys show me over the years what you've consolidated for styles and things like that. I'd love to see it. I'm trying to inspire some people to do it. Might as well. And as we finish, can't finish probably with a better point than this. Appreciate you guys all tuning in. To me, that's about as good as it gets right there. Mercy. Be well out there.